this epidemic of drugs. Drugs are so bad in this area because there's nothing else to do, and that's what they're like. You're a product of your raising. There's so many drug addicts in this area. It used to be, heroin's here now a lot. It's just meth it's horrible. It's Suboxone. Grew up in a trailer, Gap Creek. 5 or 6 dogs, just always. And I remember being 9, 10 years old, walking, helping my dad carry jugs of Miracle-Gro through the woods to water his pot plants, I remember helping him, trim the leaves off his buds and stuff. I remember doing all that. By 12, I was 12, 13, I was still on his roaches. My first time I ever got arrested, it was a drug charge. It was 3 counts of selling marijuana and 2 conspiracies. They were ounces. My co-defendants were my daddy, my 2 cousins, 2 friends of the family. Basically, it was like a family drug ring. I went straight from Barbie dolls to drugs, And I didn't go, I don't ever remember going to the doctor. The doctor was something far. You would think about it. Like I said, unless you're really, really sick, yeah, your mom and dad would take you. It was probably the emergency room. We didn't have insurance.
My mom would get sick after she done heroin and would puke because evidently she done too much. But my sister, I would hold her head out of the toilet and my older sister would say, let her drown. She'd be like, just let her drown. I'm like, no, it's my mom, no. It was what it was, My mom didn't know how to love, She loved us, I think, but didn't really know how to show it. Never, ever. Me and my older sister was more or less child support a problem. When she got child support, it was all good. When she didn't, we was bagged up in trash bags and took it to our dad's. When he got child support back, he was great with us. When he lost it, we was back to our moms. That's just the way it was. I don't blame that on my mom. I just don't think my mom knew what she was doing. She was 14 when she had my sister, my older sister. I really don't think she knew, had a clue how to even be a mom, I was 15 when I got pregnant with my daughter. So, and I was living, I had nobody. It went from Lortabs and smoking pot, and that was it. Lortabs was just for energy. The pot was relax. And then I went from Suboxone to Subutex, from Subutex to morphine, to Roxy's, and then went to meth. And then it was primarily just meth. For about 5 years, it was nothing but meth. I was caught, actually making meth. And I'm not gonna sit and say, oh, I didn't use them. Used the crap out of them. I used whenever I was making dope. I used them every day, and I didn't know how to function without them then. The day before my son had died, Erica had been looking for him. He was hiding. He was so mad about me going to jail. He was hiding from everybody. I kept him alive for 17 years, chasing him through the house, giving his insulin every time he needed it. I was in jail for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And he's gone. I should have been mom, I should have been there. That was my responsibility. And I was being stupid with my own drug addiction, and I don't even remember going to a hospital or anything. It was bad. So That was my best friend. That was my buddy. That was... I'm just here, honestly. I'm not really anybody, I don't think. I'm Erica's mom. That's honestly it. That's what I live for. I work to pay the bills for me and her to have somewhere to live. And for her, I honestly effed up, you know, a lot of her childhood, so I feel like that's my place now.
I'll try every day to move forward. I'm not going to go back. I mean, I still see somebody that's got all these imperfections and all these flaws, but you know, at the same time, I see somebody that's strong and turned their life around.
Rain is falling.
I walk around the hospital and I see Johnny every day and I see Shelly every day, and there are stories every day. You normally hear of hospitals and healthcare systems just providing healthcare, but this region's different. We have some interesting challenges.
Our mission should be to bring thousands of children and parents who are not there for a broken bone or for cancer coming into the hospital, but we need an outreach where we can break the cycle in this region.
And as a children's hospital, I really want to reach out and develop programs that will combat these issues. If I only serve the kids who are acutely sick that come into the hospital, then we're missing such a big part of the population.
I think addressing the opioid epidemic is a big part of what we're trying to do. And you can't address the epidemic in parts and pieces. It has to be a holistic approach. I've seen so many examples where people will sacrifice their own financial resources, their own time, their own family's time to help other families that are in need. And that's what Niswonger Children's Hospital is. But that's what a children's hospital does. It doesn't live for today. It doesn't exist for today. It exists to make the investments into the future of these children.
I'm always amazed by the beauty that's here. I'm always amazed by the people, and that's why, again, I take my job so seriously. I truly want to impact this region, and especially the kids. Unfortunately, we're one of the largest prescription drug abusers in the country, and where that impacts us as a children's hospital is with our increased numbers of neonatal abstinence syndrome, and that is babies who are born addicted to drugs.
So when we got the call for Levi, we knew that his mother had abused a lot of drugs and alcohol and had had a pretty rough life. I truly believe that these mothers that have had these challenges, that have a catalyst for them to change their lives and get them turned around, can be the experience of that child.
Several of the programs and things we're working on currently are trying to, first of all, help those babies and families, but my passion is to hopefully end this problem overall.
I think that's a really important part of what the Children's Hospital is trying to do, is bridge that and say we're going to have these services for these mothers to help counsel them and get them the support they need, because I just believe there's an inherent nature of motherhood and what that looks like that it can be a very powerful component to help them change.
You're not what you think. You're what you're fighting.